Okay, hello YouTube. Welcome to the
Shawna, Mrs. Shawna, Mr. Shawna.
If you want to know all the details about this guy, you're in the right place.
Wowzers.
We got not lots of questions. We got about 22 questions. Some of them the same, but we're just going to be here to answer them. This is David.
Hola.
This guy.
We'll do first names because I may butcher last names.
Okay. Susan Brazil
Brazil.
says, I certainly want all the details. I would love to know how you met. He looks like a keeper. He is a keeper.
What's a keeper look like?
Okay, tell it. How did we meet?
Mutual friends.
And on.
The face space.
He saw me on Facebook. Now tell the first story. To me, that's more interesting.
I took a Facebook hiatus for several years, but years ago when I had it, someone from this community, being Lauderdale County, recommended that I go out with their friend Shawna Carmack.
That's me.
And I had no idea who Shawna was, so I looked her up, and then nothing, just never acted on it. And then I did away with Facebook not long after.
So then fast forward 3 years.
A long time.
Mm-hmm.
Fired it back up for business reasons, and it worked out great. Got a lot of business, and gonna catch a wife out of it.
He saw me on Facebook again, ask a mutual friend about me, and the mutual friend called me up and was like, I know you don't do this. I know you don't want to talk about dating, and I did, and I was like, please. He said, I really think this guy is the one for you. He is a great guy. I think you guys would just be perfect for each other. You're just so similar. And so I sat on it for a month. I accepted his Facebook friend request.
I made it through the top-notch Shawna Carmack security.
I accepted his friend request, and then we just, for a month.
Our kids are still getting acquainted.
So anyway, I sat for a month. The friend's wife got tired of waiting on something to happen, so she just sent him my number.
No, she sold you to me at a charity auction. Asked me what I would bid for a date, and apparently I won. So here we are.
Here we are. Okay, and yes, Susan, he is a keeper. I'm gonna keep him. Just My Life, aka Lily, says, what's your favorite thing that you love about him? And does he like Justin T? That's a sore subject.
Justin's gonna have to get used to the fact that Shawna is mine now. So he can stop driving by, stop sending flowers.
Well, I haven't told Justin about it yet. I guess he's gonna know now. I mean, here we are. We're putting it out on the social medias.
On the interwebs.
My favorite thing that I love about him is his sense of humor, because he is hilarious. I laugh like an idiot all the time. Grace, oh, this will be fun. Did he watch any of your YouTube videos before meeting me?
Negative, Ghost Rider. It was the first date, I think, that you told me about Southern Shawna.
Mm-hmm.
And told me not to watch them. So, of course, I went straight home and watched 160 episodes, or however many she has.
And I was absolutely mortified. He still watches my videos, by the way.
I watch everything she does.
Where are y'all going on the honeymoon?
To the beach.
If he has pets, do they get along with yours? Well, can you see her?
This is Cricket.
We have been dating for
7 minutes.
7 minutes, and we should have been acclimating our pets for the last 6 minutes, and we have not. They've met a few times, but you guys know about Lido and Marley. Well, Cricket is as big as they are, weighs as much. Anyway, she's taller than Lido is. And they've all been very self-involved, I guess you could say. So we're trying to get them acclimated to each other, and it's actually After hours of prayers and me biting my nails and sweating, my brother came over, helped us, because Lito has all his parts intact, and so does Cricket.
Lito cannot wrap his head around. He has a smoking hot stepsister.
She's so pretty and he is loving.
So
yes.
the heavy breathing you hear is he's following her around.
He's a hormonal teenager.
True statement.
Yeah. Danielle Clark, she missed the engagement announcement. She wants all the deets and how much does your son love him? Congratulations. Well, you know, when you have an older kid and he's out and about and living his own life, what did he tell you when you asked for his blessing?
Took Chisholm out. We met and had wings, and got Chisholm's blessing, and then I went to her parents' house and sat down with their mom and daddy and got their blessing.
I love him.
It's a southern thing for you folks that don't know. It's just the right way to do stuff.
And Chisholm said, dude, you're grown. As long as my mama's happy, I'm happy. Pretty much, right?
Yeah.
But he does love him. Denise Beck says, how long have you been keeping him a secret? Well, 7 months. We started dating in July. Wendy G, what's the first endearing quality did you notice in each other? You go first.
Try not to get verklempt on camera. Talk amongst yourselves. Tons of similar interests, but just I think we are through with the whole dating game. And she and I sat down and were brutally honest, and we owned our mistakes in life to get us to this point. And it was overwhelmingly obvious after a very short period of time that we are exactly what each other has looked for in a mate.
Yes. On our first date, we went to dinner and sat down and started talking. I remember eating, I guess, but we looked up and the servers were blowing the candles out and they were all sitting at the bar with nobody else in the restaurant. It was just us.
Looking at us like, come on.
Like, come on. That's when I thought, I think I might like this guy. Melanie Olson, will you two live in your house? Does he have kids? So happy for you both. Thank you, Melanie. The housing situation, that's been asked a few times in here. We're in my house right now, of course, but my house is pretty much sold.
We tried to be adults and plan and think, well, we're getting married in 3 months. We better go ahead and list your house. So we're not making 2 house payments. And she has such a great little house that apparently it's a Lauderdale County landmark.
He's learned quickly.
When news of our engagement got out, several people reached out to Shawna. It would be only fair if we gave those people first right of refusal since they asked out of the blue. And we did that, and the very next day, pretty much a handshake deal that they want the house.
They want the house.
So my plan of thinking to be the smart guy, I'm like, hey, let's start doing things. That's all I've done. So I worked that out. Actually.
Sure, he did.
The rest of it, I don't care. We live in a tent. It's gonna work out.
It is. I'm a planner, and he's like, everything's gonna be okay. Stop stressing. What does it matter? It's gonna be okay. He lives in another county. That's another question here. I guess we can go ahead and address it. About 30 minutes away. And we're selling this house, moving to his house temporarily, and we're gonna either build or buy. We don't know. Things are just kind of crazy at the moment because lumber is so expensive and it's a seller's market, not a buyer's market. So who knows? The next question was, does he have kids? You wanna show her?
Sure. Best kid in the world.
Best kid in the world. Can you say
Casey
hello?
and Dodds.
Can you say That's Casey. That's his daughter. She's 18. And of course, you know Chisholm. And Casey and I are besties, right? Yeah. Okay, good. Some repeats for Kimberlini Bambini. Kimberly wants to know when we knew. What?
I just saw how he proposed.
Oh, let's Let's just take one at a time.
Yeah, very suave. Just storybook.
First,
Storybook.
when did you know? Tell the truth.
I'm not real sure. I didn't know after the first date. It happened that, let's see, we went out on a date. The next day, I went to work. The Lord knew we weren't through courting, so he rained me out at work. So at this time, it's still summer. She was not in school. So I called and said, hey, let's hang out. So we went and raced go-karts and had a lunch date. And
We called it date 1.5.
pretty much within 2 or 3 days.
He told me, he said, you the one, this is it. And I was like, is this guy really telling the truth? Because ladies, you know about these men, they lie sometimes. And I just thought, oh, he's got to be spitting lines. I even said that to you, didn't I?
I don't know, you say a lot.
I said, how he proposed. How he proposed. I'm going to let him tell the story from his point of view and then from mine.
The whole story, she knew Chisholm and I went and had dinner together. And then I was a little sneaky on talking to her parents. We backtrack a little bit. A jewelry store was going out of business. And I'm horrible at saving money, but she's good at it. So I saw a sign that said, whatever jewelry store going out of business, up to 70% off. So trying to conform to Frugal Fran, I said, hey, let's go to dinner, stop by. Casey was with us. And we went and
Found one for 70% off, baby.
it was...
Dave would be thrilled.
It was affordable.
And he paid cash. Again, Dave number one. Dave Ramsey is my number one Dave. I'm sorry. Dang. Dave one would be so proud of Dave too. But now tell the story of how you proposed.
We were meeting my best friend and his wife right up the road for supper, and she didn't know I'd spoken to the parents. So we were getting ready to go in, and I just happened to have the ring with me. And I pulled it out and said, hey, you want to wear this in there? And that's pretty much how I proposed. I know it's going to be all the rage.
Ladies.
You're going to see it in movies soon. I mean, that's how it's done.
The next Nicholas Sparks movie is going to have that as the proposal. Hey, you want to wear this in?
I don't know who Nicholas Sparks is, but if he wants to steal my mojo, Nick, run with it.
I do not care how he proposed as long as he did it.
Wifey.
So it was
Wifey.
my buddy Colin's birthday. So now I remember I proposed on Colin's birthday.
Yeah.
December the 13th.
He planned it. How do my babies feel about him? Especially Lito. We know he loves his mama. He does love his mama. He loves Dave. Dave is a dog guy. And y'all know dogs, they can sniff it out. And he took to Dave very quickly. Marley, who is his favorite, by the way. He says because I favor Lito, which that's a complete lie.
She dotes on him pretty bad.
Well, because he's a baby. Anyway, Marley took a little bit, didn't it? She kind of kept him at arm's length for a little bit. But Lito...
She told me secretly it was because she's had very poor taste in men thus far in life. I'm sorry, Mara.
Snakes!
I let the secret out about it.
Dang! Marley, she's just tired of getting close to folks and then, you know, them not being the one. Moving along. Christina says, does he have a brother? Because you fine, baby. He does have a brother, but he is happily married with 3 children. When's the big day? It is in March. It's in March. It is soon. 23 days. Sherry Sunshine, all the deeps. Does he have children? Yes, we addressed that.
Ask and answer, Sherry.
J-Yo, what do you like most about each other? I like these kind of questions.
What do you like most about each other?
What do you like most about me, and also what I like most about you?
I don't know if there's one thing. I mean, that's an overwhelming preponderance of evidence. Just everything is funny, just honest. Faith is a big thing in both our lives. And she's smoking hot. I can't let her get outside of arm's reach. Y'all seen her try on clothes, you know.
what I like most about him, he's respectful, he's kind, no games. I mean, I could just go on and on. He loves the Lord, another big one, huge one, number one. He loves my baby, loves my dogs, loves my parents. He doesn't mind coming to basketball games and watching cheerleaders, just everything. I can be myself when I'm with him. Oh, and he likes working puzzles with me. Ladies, if you find a guy that likes puzzles, come on. You gotta snatch him up. What are our favorite foods?
Steak.
He's a meat and potatoes kind of guy. As a couple, do you cook?
Yes.
We do. Favorite vacation spots? We've only gone to Nashville and Murfreesboro together. But we have lots of plans. Another big plus for him is he likes to travel, and y'all know me. I want to be everywhere. I want to go everywhere. Stream Bean, my buddy Stream Bean. He lives in East Tennessee. Does he like to work in the landscaping?
Sort of what I do for a living.
Stream Bean knows me, so he knows about the flowers and landscaping. He told me that just tell him what to do, and he will do it.
I make people's backyard dreams come true for a
Yes,
living.
he does. So I'm pumped about that too. Does he like to cuddle while watching a good movie? Yes. Yeah. She says yes. Tell him. Does he like to cuddle? He likes to cuddle, doesn't he, Casey Lynn? Is he a good cook? Yes. Is he a handyman? He's handy. Margot lives in Covington, Atoka. Does he have a single uncle?
Negative.
No. Does he have fur children too? Yes. Cricket. Brandy Neal, she's been a subby for years. Thank you, Brandy. We answered how we met. How do my fur babies like him? Patricia Jean, they love him. Clay Coons says congratulations. Thank you, Clay. I can't wait for you and Shiloh to meet him. That's got to happen one day. Anita Hoffer, does he share your spiritual beliefs? Yes, he does. Yes, that was our first phone conversation. He started texting me on a Friday night after a benefit that I was a part of, and we texted all weekend. He called me that Monday, and one of the first things out of his mouth was about Jesus, and I thought, oh, big check. Will we do premarital counseling?
We probably need it. But nothing to do with our relationship.
Nope.
We're not doing it.
Was it love at first sight?
Pert near.
Just about.
I came to pick her up from her house, and when she walked out the door, I wanted to squeeze her, but for the Rona purposes, she came out with a mask in her hand, so I didn't know if that would freak her out or what. So we did not hug immediately, but
We didn't hug that first night, did we?
very impressed early on. Pretty much lightning struck. I mean, I hate to sound cliche and storybook and all that, but it's exactly what happened.
It is exactly what happened. How did I know he was the one? Well, that first night, y'all know, dating is just so icky. Ooh, and I just did not do it for a few years, just didn't do it. I was worried about so many personal things, and he just made me feel so comfortable. No, nothing handsy, no, nothing of that. And I just thought, he just wants to get to know me. Shocker. He just was fun and funny, and I felt so comfortable and all those things. KJ Racky, does he have kids? Yes. What was my son's first impression? Chisholm said that he reminded him of his uncle. His uncle on the other side, not my brother, his Aunt Laura's husband, and he does favor him. They have a lot of the same mannerisms too, so he liked him. What are our favorite?
Gracious,
Yeah, she had a lot of questions. What are our favorite date nights? I'm gonna let you go first.
We make everything fun. We're very busy people. I work extremely long hours when the sun shines, and we just work around each other's schedules very well. And whatever she's doing, I'm there when I can be, and whatever I'm doing, she's actually going to work with me
I have.
some.
Y'all know I don't mind getting my hands dirty.
So joined at the hip.
The other night, we didn't do really anything. We just sat on the couch and laughed and talked and picked. I was laughing so hard I was crying. This is just last week. I think we ate supper here, and then we just chill out on the chair. And the TV was on, but we weren't watching it really. And the next day he sent me a text that just said, I have the most fun with you doing nothing. I had the best time last night, and I agree.
I'm not a big texter. Never in my life. I don't know, I'm old.
But he's younger than me. I'm a cougar.
I've never felt compelled or the need to text someone throughout the day until now.
Hey.
And now when I get a break.
He blows a girl's phone up.
Yeah. I operate a track hoe for a living. So it's a piece of machinery, for those of you that don't know, that it takes both hands and both feet all day, every day. And somehow stop what I'm doing and text my wife.
What does my mama think? My mother is very cautious about men for good reason for me. And as soon as he talked to her about marrying me, the next day she tagged him in a son-in-law post. And I said, that right there is telling, buddy.
FBI would call that a clue.
She loves him. Yes, we are having a wedding. It is going to be small and
much bigger than originally talked about.
We said we were going to go to the courthouse. His mother was unable to be at his first wedding, and so we said we would do something very small at the beach, and it has turned out to be, last head count was 43 people.
I don't know 43 people.
Y'all know my family? Okay, that was it. I hope that was enough detail for you guys. I had so much fun making this video. I don't know that he'll be in any more videos per se because they're mostly Stitch Fix videos and clothes. But if I happen to do a daily vlog, he will be in it because, like he said before, we are pretty much attached at the hip. Do you have anything to say? You don't? Okay. As always, thank you for watching. I'll talk to you later. I love ya. Bye.